It's something on my mind. Can somebody please? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's happening? Why did you say it's the Regulators podcast? They tripping right now. Why does it say why does it say the Regulators podcast? I mean, this ain't the Regulators, y'all. This ain't the Regulators. That's crazy work. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm in my stuff, but it says the Regulators podcast. Let me make sure. Yeah. I don't know why that thing said the Regulators podcast. We're not even in the Regulators. But anyway, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out there? Make sure I got my phones on silent so nobody won't call me. Put my phones on silent. I'm sorry, y'all. Make sure your phones on silent. You feel me? You feel me? Groovy. Groovy. What's happening? Hello, sir. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, be prepared. Be prepared for anybody that's Carolina grown. Whoever, anybody that like the Carolina Panthers, be prepared for them to enter into the buildings with lustrous smile on their face, showing their pearly whites, smiling. Anybody from Carolina, welcome them in. Don't talk trash to them. Don't talk trash to them. Let anybody from Carolina come on in, show the love. Karina Atkins became a new YouTube member. What's happening? Fellow Dirty Bird member. Dirty Bird Ness in the building. What's happening? What's happening? Groovy. Tony, hello, sir. What's happening? Johnson said, what's so good, Lord? Shoot, man, you tell me. I'm gonna let people come in here. I want this barbecue chicken, bro. We finna talk about it. We finna talk about it, y'all. I mean, all smiles, man. All smiles. All smiles. All smiles. Let me know where everybody calling from, like listening in. I said calling from. Where everybody listening from, like who you listening from. I always want to check that out too. Let me know where y'all tuning in from, what city, what state, what country, what place, you know what I'm saying, what location, what's that? We don't need to add it. You know, just the geographical denominator, like somewhere around where you at. You know what I'm talking about? Man, something was off about is last last week game. Hey, see, I want to I want to let's get everybody in here. And this is just me. This is just me. I'm gonna go. My last take on here was gonna discuss that, but I'm gonna go ahead and move that all the way up to the top. We're gonna move that all the way. I'm gonna move it like third on the. It was last, but we're gonna talk about that third on my takes, if you don't mind, Johnson. I was gonna get to that. Everybody ain't talking about that. Everybody ain't talking about how that what you just said. Everybody ain't talking about that. Northern Nevada was heading in. Oh, there we go. Bird's eye view. You in Carolina? You one of them people? Or you on the squad? You ain't representing Carolina, are you? Are you like, you know what I'm saying, walking up in here like that? That's what you're doing. You ain't representing Carolina, are you? Y'all got a lot of, hey man, y'all can talk about it. So since I got a few people up in here, man, we're gonna go ahead and start this show right quick. So I already wasted like 5 minutes of your time, so we finna go ahead and get right to it. Hey, this is Lochness. I am the Lochness. You're tuning in to the Lochness podcast. You know what I'm saying? The Lochness podcast. You feel me? This is Let's Talk About It Tuesday, right? We lit, we live, we out here. Let's talk about it. So what we're talking about today is the Atlanta Falcons' poor coaching, failing the talent on this team. It's coaching failing the talent that we have on this team. It's coaching failing us. It's coaching failing us, y'all. I'm on my way. What's good? Wallace Smith. What's happening? Squad. I'm about to say. You gonna have, he said, heavy hitters on. Oh, shoo. Sheesh. Is they? Hey, it is what it is. But man, my guys and gals, we got slobber knocker. You know what I'm saying? That's like a pause moment when they say you got slobber knocker. Pause that. We got that's one of them times when you just sit back and you just shake your head. Somebody texted me and said the Falcons gonna Falcon. That's falconing. They said it's so hilarious. It's almost unbelievably laughable to a point you can't even get mad. It's like it's hilarious. It's like, what is this? What is this I'm looking at? What is this I'm looking at? So I'm gonna be 100%. Let's get into this show, man. Let's get into the show. Can we get into the show? So, like I said, is poor. The premise of this show is poor coaching failing the talent on this team. Poor coaching will fail the talent on any team, but on this one, it's showing up week to week, my guy and gals. It's showing up. He said we should have stayed in Atlanta for what they did in that what they did not do in that game. But they did not show up at all. They should just be like, hey, we concede, bro. We concede, bro. Throw up 30. You know what's funny? And you can go look at this. You can go look at this on Coach's pre-watch show. Somebody said, although Kirk Cousins came in the fourth quarter, somebody said Kirk Cousins finna come in the third quarter. I kid you not. Somebody in Coach's pre-watch show, they came in and said, y'all finna have Kirk Cousins finna come in the third quarter. Somebody said that. I don't know if Coach even realized it, but somebody said that. Somebody said Kirk Cousins finna gonna come into this game. And it was just like, what? What are you talking about? Somebody said it's gonna be 34-14. I said 24 to 14. Somebody said 30. Scored 30 points. And we like, we ain't gonna have no 30 points. And we showed in because they did. Sheesh. I'm gonna say, man, this game, in excuse my French. Excuse me, I do apologize. I'm gonna apologize for this early. This game almost made me feel like It almost took my red and black off, man. It made me almost want to take my red and black off. Like I was ashamed to be a Falcons fan. It was almost. You remember when the Saints used to wear them bags over their head, bro? I felt like that looking at this game. I was like, I was about to go somewhere. I'm glad, man. I was about to go somewhere to a bar, get lit. But I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I did not go. I'm sorry, but I'm glad I did not go. Not because of the sake of not going. It's because of what the game was. It was just like, bro, I would have got dressed for that. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. How do y'all feel about the game? Can y'all tell me how y'all feel? How my fans, how the Lochness peoples out there, the Liddy committee, everybody in my live, on my live right now, y'all part of my Liddy committee. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this game. I want y'all to chime in and tell me how y'all feel about this game. So just so I can see if we on the same page. I didn't even want to have my hair up. I just laid my hair down. I'm like, let me put these headphones on. But tell me what y'all think. What did y'all feel? Besides, we shouldn't win. We should just told them maybe a white flag. If they don't bounce back from this ass whooping, you can say it. You can say it's okay. It was an ass whooping, man. It was one of them. Don't ask for nothing. You go to the store, don't ask for nothing, don't touch nothing, you ain't getting nothing. Shit, they'll love, be on my side. And then you pick something up. Or one of them ones when you get hit in the church, bow, shit your ass. You just like, and you get hit, and they say, make a noise if you want to. That's us, bro. He said, get the team to the playoffs. The coaching staff will probably get their pink slips. Absolutely. B-Lane at least. Ramala. I was like, who is Ramala? Ramala Morris addressed the issue in his post-game word salad. I'm finna get to that too. See, we on the same page. B-Lane. Lane? Is it B-Lane or Blaine? Like Bijan? Is it Blaine or B-Lane? It's a space there, so I guess it's B-Lane. Blaine? Sound like a 16 counters name over there. But that's showing my age. Most people don't know what 16 counters is. But his name wasn't Blaine, it was Blair, wasn't it? Whatever. So since I'm gonna go ahead and move to this. Since you said that, we're gonna go and segue to this. Raheem all smiles. Bro, what coach takes an ass whooping like he just did and just be smiling? Yeah. Bijan's like the best player in the NFL with 13 carries. Have you ever heard of an underhand compliment? Bijan is like he's one of the best players in the NFL. And he had less than 25 carries. He's one of the best in the NFL with less than 25 carries. We don't need him to get 40 carries. We don't need him to be a Saquon Barkley with 300 or 400 carries within the season. But imagine this. Our only touchdown pass is from Bijan Robinson, and he didn't catch it in the end zone. He ran it in. He ran it from all the way back then and ran it in. You know what I'm saying? 50 yards, I think, in that Tampa Bay game. And after that, it was just like 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 3. Right. Oh, let me go back to it. Name's Blaine, so I put B-Lane. Oh, okay, Blaine. Okay, I was right. Blaine or B-Lane. I was like Blaine. That's what I thought. I was like, B-Lane or Blaine? Blaine. He be Lane, bro. That's that name, you know, when you cool and shit. He like, what's your name, bro? We meet somebody in school. My name Blaine. Nah, bro, you B-Lane. I B-Lane. That's all it is. This was embarrassing to watch. It had me confused because I know this wasn't the team that I just saw on prime time beat the Vikings. Anus, pause, not pause that, on the road in front of millions. Bro, for real, bro. And that's why I felt like in my heart of hearts, we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, this didn't look like the same team, and it's just, but it's something about. Can I take you back? May I take you back? Follow me here. He said, right, he ain't got stepdad vibe. Always smiling, all good, big dog. Let's get the next time. Let's go get some pizza. He said he give you one of those coaches that give everybody a participation award. Hey man, we'll get him next time. Don't worry about it. Hey, let's go to Pizza Hut. Get you some pizza, man. At least you try. Let me put my hand on your shoulder. It ain't that fact that y'all supposed to be some professionals, getting paid millions of dollars to go out there and catch a football or run a football. And I'm paid millions of dollars to coach this team. And I'm all smiles. After we get a goose egg, the Falcon laid an egg, a big 0, against a bullshit team. That's the funny thing. Carolina is like one of the worst teams in the NFL. We just got exposed, bro. And we got exposed on certain levels. It was a defensive game where both defenses were holding up, bro. We was holding up. Don't disrespect the defense. Defense kept us in it. Per usual. It was a rivalry game and a divisional game, which, of course, like they say, anything goes in a rivalry game. We wasn't prepared. It was more so like bro, I don't know. This dude was 5 out of 5 with his passes, correct? Then after that, it's just like, all right. You know, when you're the local police and then FBI comes and say, hey, man, thank you. Good job. Appreciate your service. We'll take it from here. It's like we was doing what was working, moving down the field. And somebody said, all right, good play calls. We'll take it from here. I'm going to tell you what I saw. And y'all tell me if it's correct. Krista Lewis was happening. Rise up. Peanut had some goofy footwork. Man, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's talk about that right quick. His footwork was goofy and like he wasn't, because their game plan was, we ran last week. Let's throw the ball this week. That's what I got. We came out like, It was just like, okay, let's run now. And it's like so predictable. We're so predictable. That's why. When you get to a point where your run game is so stout, if we're gonna do power running, you remember when we had Arthur Smith, Artie, and he said we finna run the damn ball 16 times, and we ran it and they couldn't stop it. We need to get back to that. When we gonna run and you still can't stop it. They say we don't know what our identity is. We try to change our stripes each week. Bro, we couldn't get past the 30-yard line, bro. Our offense could not get past the 30-yard line. I think they went in there thinking that the Panthers was just going to be easy win. I'm going to be 100%. I think that too. What's up? Rise up, Maggie Font. No, what's happening? Bro, I honestly believe that the Carolina Panthers was better coached in that game than we were prepared for that said game. B Lane asked me a question. I'll take questions now. No problem. Yes is the answer to your question. Is Penix a deep passer? Absolutely. For some reason, they're not allowing him to throw. This is what I mean by I believe that his confidence, and we're gonna talk about that too. I don't want to skip past. He's a deep passer. He can pass up the middle. Are they calling plays for him to do that? No. What they did was Carolina Panthers were playing zone and daring him to throw it because our receivers are fucking dog shit right now. And I said it. You know, when people was like, oh, we didn't have Mooney out there. He was out there too. He got down there with. It's not about the talent on your team. Let me tell you how I know that. Go look at the Colts. The Colts are 3-0. The Colts are 3-0. Why? Daniel Jones isn't like the best fucking quarterback. But when you're well coached with execution in a game plan that works after the first 3 games of the season, you become 3-0. So let's take a trip back, like I just said. Mind you, Michael Penix, this is his 6th start. He is still a rookie. Expect him to do rookie shit. And that means throw the ball, miss open people, be flat-footed, not stepping into the pocket, taking unnecessary hits, not throwing the ball out. You didn't see the same Michael Penix that you've seen going against Tampa Bay. You didn't see the same Michael Penix that you've seen going against Minnesota Vikings. What you saw was somebody, or they said, we're going to do this, we need you to do this and nothing else. Field goals ain't the problem here, y'all. So let's take that out. Let's remove this whole ideology that we need a kicker. We wasn't hollering that when this dude kicked 5 field goals in a row. He made every last one of them. We wasn't saying we need a kicker. They were just like, oh, bye, cool. Bye. See you later. Get your lemon pepper plate, cool. And then he missed them too. Cool was like, see what y'all get? I'm gonna be 100%. It's not really about a kicker, man. Let's stop making it about a kicker. It's not about a kicker. GA texted, boy, Gax, boy, what's happening? What it do? Lost Falcon family. The new era is here. The Atlanta Falcons will rise in 2025. Man, we just got stomped, though. Yes. People, this is his 6th start. He's still a rookie, bro. This is what happens. This is the learning curve. I'm going to get it. Stop making me jump. Let's take a step back. The 3 games that we seen Michael Penix last year up under Zach Robinson, we seen flashes of what he did. He won 1 game and still lost 2. The same way that we're losing last year, we're losing this year, except against Carolina. That was a definite beatdown. That was nobody showed up. Nobody was prepared. maybe the game plan for Carolina was just it was just like we got y'all mother effers, because them the same ones. Like, this is the mindset. This is what I would have said. This is how I would have played this Carolina game. And this is me being Raheem Morris, and this is me being Zach Robinson, and this is me being Obert. Well, Obert wasn't here, but still, or Ubert, whatever his name, Obert. You know why y'all didn't go to the playoffs last year? Because of them. Because of Carolina. What you gonna do about it? You know why you got kicked out of contention for being in the playoffs last year? Or having an opportunity to be there in a wild card spot? Because of Carolina. What you gonna do about it? I don't know why people don't talk to grown men. I don't know how these dudes talk to these men. And I know some of these dudes be divas. I know some of y'all be divas and feel like, I ain't finna go out there and do all this shit. I'm finna get paid. You know what I'm saying? I know how niggas do. You know what I'm saying? I know how people talk. What's happening? Tuesday, Auntie. I know how people talk. Clock management and Carolina beat us. And I would have said, you know what happened last year? This that team. Bro, I don't know why we had to take a moment of silence right there. You seen how we was playing JJ McCarthy? We had like a 6-man front. Some drop back, some go for it. You don't know who was going to be the mic. You don't know what was going on. You don't know who was doing what. You got a Bryce Young who is arguably a cough-up machine. He coughs the ball up. He throws interceptions. You hear him, a small guy. You hear him around a couple of times. We did not see that defense beat them at all. Tom Brady 12. Bro, I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to be 100%. I'm going to put this out here for you. So I'm going to give you 28-3. You happy? Now get the fuck on. Be 100%. Bro, come with something else, bro. Come with something else. Or you not going to be up here on my broadcast with that silly stuff. I'll put you up there. That doesn't mean anything. 28-3 does nothing for me. But come with something else. At least would have said do 30-0. They're not gonna like, man, you got me. Put 30-0 up there. I don't care about a Super Bowl loss. I don't care. I still represent my team. Even after this 30-31, it made me be embarrassed to be a. Come on, man. Let's be 100%. Bryce Young looks like Steve Young against ATL. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. And Auntie, who do we blame for that? Do we blame? You said it. Let's go to his name. After Raheem Morris is all smiles after getting our ass whooped, and he's just Bijan Robinson's he's like the best player, and it's just like, bro, didn't even have no more than 13 carries, bro. Shut your glass up. I'm here for it. I'm here for the smoke today. Anybody coming here with the smoke? I'm here for the smoke. Fall guy, Ike Hilliard. He's a wide receiver coach. Why these guys ain't going out on the field and catching the ball? Because obviously it's his fault. It's his fault. Players are giving up on routes, looking for a call. As much as they don't call stuff for us, you looking for calls? I always felt like we're going to be a weak-ass offense when you sit up here and expecting to get calls. Your job is to catch the ball regardless. You know what they do with Drake London? When he fucks up, you know what they do? They go right back to him. What they did with Mooney. He mess up, they go right back to him. Because they keeping confidence going. I'm going to tell you what that team looked like on the sideline. That team looked like how we looked last year after we lost to the Jaguars. I think it was the Jaguars and where we was? Overseas. That year we lost to the Jaguars, and then what's the name when old boy wanted to call Ritter out and all that stuff? Look, and they was like, man, what do I know? I shouldn't be calling nobody out. You don't see that fire up on this sideline. I didn't see nobody fired up. Now they moving Zach Robinson out the booth to the. He should have been on the phone. The old boy when he, hey man, look, blase, 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 blah, 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 blah. We just got exposed. Said same stuff, same old shit, different toy. That's all it was. I got to make these voices because it's laughable. Because it's preventing me from being pissed off. I'm telling you, this don't even make any sense. 28-3 is really lame and old now. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, ain't got nothing else, man. You should have said 30-0, like I said. I got to because this shit is hilarious. Because this is hilarious. It's borderline laughable. You looking for the punchline, and we got punched in our mouth. Lost to the greatest quarterback ever and a comeback ever. That's one of the reasons why I'm not mad about the 28-3. Because why wouldn't you should be losing to the guy they consider to be the GOAT? We just needed Eli Manning at the time. No shade to Matt Ryan. No shade. But Eli Manning beat him twice. Like I said, that smiling stuff, man. Blackberry home team, as I ascertain, I feel like that's my Blackberry voice. My ninja right there. But bro, broski lame, bro. Broski ain't got no grit, bro. Broski lame, bro. I'm saying it, bro. I never wanted him. I really wish he would have got Belichick. No cap. No shade. It's just what it is. Man. You want a mastermind at building dynasties on your team, and they talking about he's too old. So let's get this young black man. Let's get him. Like he's smiling after getting smacked. And then you giving underhand compliments to Bijan. You finna lose your locker room. You hear me saying it now. They already destined. Bro, look at game 1. Game 1 of this year. Our offense didn't really do shit. We could have really ran up the clock. We can't even, in the game against Carolina, Michael Penix just calling a timeout. I would lose a timeout that was retain a 3-and-1. 3rd down and 1 instead of going 3rd down and 6. I would have called a timeout. That's a rookie mental stuff. And I'm not saying that if we have Kirk Cousins in there, he would have, been better. But as a veteran quarterback, that's when Kirk Cousins come in. Unfortunately, that's when it makes sense with Kirk Cousins. He's a veteran quarterback. Did you see this? This is just me. Did you see Kirk Cousins go over there to Michael Penix when he was sitting over there looking all sad and shit? Did you see him sitting over there by himself with a C on his fucking chest, on his shoulder right here? He's a captain. Mentally, I need us guys. Hey, man, I like Michael Penix. This ain't a slander piece. This ain't a slander piece about Michael Penix. He's a rookie. Somebody should have been over there with leadership over there with this guy. As flash and how much, like even you think about it, Carolina shot Bryce Young down too before last year, wasn't it? And then they came back and they started winning, right? They were 5-12 or something like that, but they was, or whatever it was. But yeah, but that's just about time. See, that is about time. But let's talk about Ike Hilliard. He was the fall guy. He was the fall guy. He's the guy. Ike is the guy when they come out with a substitution package for packages for the wide receivers. He's responsible for making sure they switch them out. Hey, 3rd down and 2, Z package. Get him out there. So he's the problem? He's the problem. Not that we only have one. None of our receivers has a tud. These guys been looking like dog shit, and we're back to the same old shit like Maggie Fontenot said, where Kyle Pitts is nowhere. Drake London can't catch anything. Ray McLeod is running different routes. Mooney, he's getting bodied out there, so he's looking. That's him. He ain't getting the calls he wants. Pouting. We'll never get respect, bro. If we gonna be bullies, be bullies. If we gonna have big bodies instead of like them receivers that can go 50 yards down the field and catch it, if we ain't gonna have them and we're gonna have big bodies that get 50-50 balls, pause that. We need to make sure that we are bullies. Snatching that thing out the air like, get up out my way. Bowing people over and just looking at them on the ground. Stepping over them if we have to. Don't step over them. They're going to call us a personal foul. So just look at them. Don't even look at them. Just don't throw the ball on them. Throw the ball to the referee and celebrate with your team. This offense has no confidence because our scheme on offense is trash. It has nothing to do with let's get rid of Ike Hilliard because we gotta find somebody. Let's find the lowest level guy first on offense. Everybody on this offensive coaching staff should be on the hot seat. That's just that's how I put it. Hey man, if y'all want to be here, let me know. If you don't, cause this Zach attack ain't got no attack at all, bro. It's terrible. It's terrible. The joke is Zach Robinson. It's terrible. Our offense ain't doing nothing. That's why I said it's the coaching staff. It's coaching, bad coaching, poor coaching, failing this team. We're too good. It's crazy because we got the same people we had last year. To be honest, I believe it had to be a disagreement with Ike and others, and then Ike was let go. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a ego power shift. When the team is not going out there and executing on any phase, it's a problem with coaching. You remember the Titans when he was just like, hey man, you need to get your people in line. Hey, you worry about my I'm worried about my offense. You worry about your defense. You know what I'm saying? I got it. This is it. You know, they need to have one of them kumbaya moments when they come together and be like, what we trying to do, guys? And I ain't talking about and then the team is seeing that the team sees this, the team feels this. You see nobody, man. Michael Penix Jr. looked at so lost, bro. And nobody was over there giving that young dude sat down and sound like, fuck, hey, man, get up, bro. That big brother moment. Hey, man, get up. I still think we should bring Matt Ryan in to be like the quarterback's coach. Matt Ryan be the receivers coach. Put him on payroll, man. I'd rather have Matt Ryan be the quarterback coach, to be real with you. Yates can be the wide receiver coach. That's fine. I think this was by design, y'all. I'm gonna say what by design means to me. We played the Washington Redskins. We did have Dairy Queen here. Now they put Mariota and Mariota won. It's all about storylines. That's the storyline. Old head coach going against his team. Marcus Mariota. It's storylines. Michael Penix came out talking big. We finna be the best statistical team offense, and now you looking like the worst team in offensively. The worst team, like the worst, broski. The worst. Ski. Kirk was by Raheem with his helmet on. Yeah, he was already ready to go. Hey, man, you might as well. Hey, hey, man, bro, lost. He lost, dog. Hey, man, he lost. He lost. Hey, if you want to win, put Booby in. And what you do when Kirk Cousins went out there? He throwing the ball short too. The ball ain't getting to the receivers. The receivers ain't catching. They've been dropsies all year. It's only the third game, bro. We got 14 more weeks of this. It ain't over with, but it's more of the same. It's more of the same, y'all. It's more of the same, yo. It's like for real skis. Like, bro, we can't do nothing about it. It ain't the WWE law. They don't need storylines in the NFL, huh? Bruh, they got storylines. Watch when you hear it. Marcus Mariota was kicked off by his team. He's going against his old team and an old head coach. Look at him. Because this is a revenge game, right? If I was Kyle Pitts in that game, I go off in that game just because Marcus Mariota was the reason why he got hurt taking a pass up the middle, and he got hit because of Marcus Mariota, right? Storyline. Because they talk about it. It's all storylines, my G. They're going to talk about it in the game. They're like, hey, you remember last year? Oh, it was Mariota who was throwing the pitch that got him hurt. He said Raheem firing people because this is a make or break game for him. Blank didn't fly home with the team because he was embarrassed. I wouldn't fly home with that team either. I send a message. I just like whisper in their ear, come here. Mike Hilliard. He just said his name. Mike Hilliard. And then he just, hey man, come get the lemon pepper plate. They sat down like, hey man, who finna say this? Who finna say this? He just said, one of y'all got to go. You got to choose. He said, Mike Hilliard. Get him up out of there, man. Get him up out of there. You think he really gonna take? Hey, it's the wide receiver coach. When the last time have you answer this? When the last time have you heard of them firing some people and the wide receiver coach is the first person that's the first person that go? That's not the first person that go. That OC go. That OC go. I ain't never heard of them saying a wide receiver coach. His job is just to bring the people in when they have the different packages running. Oh, we're going to Z package. Hey, Z package, blocking scheme. That's his job. Oh, because he couldn't get the people in and off the field, that was the problem. Get up out of here, bro. Oh, yeah, man, absolutely. Come to my office. Hey, man, when y'all got to go? Right here was like, well, Bijan is like the best player with 13 carries, but he's the best. He's like the best in the NFL with 13 carries. And then they're like, why did you fail to get Bijan the ball? Oh, but he's the best player. He started sounding like Obama. He's the best player. He's the best player, but we're going to give him 13 carries. They should have been uplifting this young dude. They should have been uplifting Penix, bro. They should have been like, hey, OC should have been in his ear. OC should have said, hey, man, at halftime, I'm coming down to the field. Nobody wants to take the blame if we fail. After watching the all 22, it was a mixture of gameplay and rookie miscues. Gameplay and rookie miscues. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Michael Penix doesn't get a pass, but we're going to get to that. Absolutely. He stumped. I think they ride it out with Raw and then move Zach to head coach. Move Zach to head coach is diabolically no. Hell no. Tyler got 1 carry, 3 yards. That means 2 things. I'm going to tell you what that means. There's ego going on in the coaching staff. You hear it. Wait till some storyline come about when they say, oh, such and such and such and such was beefing. They had a disagreement. And then it's like that looked like a completely dismal team. That looked like people who didn't give a shit. They went out there like they didn't care. Because there's something going on with the coaching staff. Real quick. Like there's something going on. He said, Zach, the head coach. Well, Zach is off the team more likely. Bro, Zach is next. I said this before, man. Like, tell me if this makes sense to y'all. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it don't. Tell me if this don't make sense to y'all. I'm gonna just end my life right now. If this don't make sense, okay? If this don't make sense, I'm gonna end my life right now. Y'all could just go on about y'all way. Raheem, as a African American head coach in a African American fan base dominated by African American like lineage. When it comes to the team, most of our fan base, we want this black, quarterback. We want the Michael Vick experience. We want that rah-rah, that Michael Vick experience. I said this. I said Raheem Morris has an opportunity that he doesn't realize he has. He could have been, if I'm not mistaken, he was our first black initial head coach, not intern. He was a black for the Atlanta Falcons. Is that correct? He was the first black head coach. Hate to bring race into this, but we're going somewhere with this. He could have been somebody that was lifted up with this team. He's supposed to be a player's coach. He's supposed to be like Artie was, taking a drink with them when the winds hit and drinking. Like, he has an opportunity to raise this. Everybody was calling Raheem a dream. They was happy to have him. They didn't want Belichick. They wanted some other guy besides him, but they took him. And he has an opportunity to even change the culture of this team and to make it more profound. And I said this before. You can go check it. I said they're going to raise this guy up. He could have been magnificent to this organization just because of skin tone alone. Just skin tone. And then coming with the wins, magnificent. But I also said once he falls, he's going to fall really hard. Pause that. I said that. But my guy ain't relishing in his opportunity. Raheem, seemingly, and I heard Mike them said, he's worried about his image. He want to smile with his little and all that bullshit he talking. Man, I wasn't sold on this guy anyway. I wasn't sold on this guy at all. Ski. That's what I'm saying. Bro could have made history. He could have told his story. He could have made his story with history with the team. Like, bro could have brought this franchise and elevated us high, even in the first year, just by winning the South. He's not our guy. our guy. He's not our guy. For the moment, yes, please, 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 please. If you haven't, please share this out to all platforms. Share it to your people. Share it to the people in your phone contacts. If you know you got people that like Falcons content, share it to them. Tell them to hit that notification bell. Come on, AFN in the Lochness podcast on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up. So sub that thing. You know what I'm talking about? Sub that thing. I don't even think we need to wait to the mid of the season. I think we need to I know firing coaches and stuff in the beginning of the season. This is still the beginning. I understand that. This is still the beginning. It's going to take us getting into the bye. These next 2 games we need to win. We got 2 more games before the bye, I believe. 2 or 3. We got to win at least 2 of those. If not all. Raheem passes all his essay. He wins press conference, but he loses the game. Bro, ski. Broski. That's what I'm going to start calling you. Broski. For sure. That is absolutely correct. He can say all the nice things. Yeah, man. Bijan Robinson. Oh, have you ever heard of Onion Model? Bates? Jesse Bates? Got Billy Bowman and Xavier White's looking like beasts. You know what I'm saying? Beasts out there. And then it's just like, but y'all lost again. Had to take a moment of silence. How do you win in every statistical category of the game just by like, man, you won in first down percentage, you won in ball control, like you have all these things that equals up to you winning a game and you lose. What is going on? The scheme ain't working. Coaches ain't coaching. Was a 112. Zach Robinson's game plan has to be something else. And it's more so we have to move to, they say, the play action. Michael Penix has been successful running the play action, getting him to use his legs. It's like they told him, don't run. We need you all season. We don't need you to take unnecessary hits trying to extend plays with your legs. Go out there and just stay in the pocket and throw the ball. That's why his footwork was looking like shit. Because he was trying to do what they tell him to do and still not compromise, himself. Which is what we're going to now. Is Michael Penix ready? I honestly believe in my heart of hearts, my guy is a competitor. Is he ready? We won't know if he never gets the reps. He has to get the reps. He has to go in and go through these growing pains. He has to go in and get, he has to go in and make sure he's going through this. I really felt like we're failing him like we did Ritter. He's still a young guy. Confidence up here. And as he has poor performances, it goes down. As he has poor performances, it goes down. What we need to do is not say in the press conference, we believe in Michael Penix. Well, he's our guy. And then turn around and he's on the sideline looking like he just lost everything. Like he's just on the side walking and then sitting down. He by himself. That's a captain? Is that your king? Is that your king? That's your king? That's not captain. That's not a captain to me. That's when somebody needs to go, hey, man, Get up, bro. You got this shit. We got you. Galvanize. Be a team. That ain't it here. That ain't our culture here, y'all. Yeah. Second, OC. This is what the OC has to deal with. See, this is the thing about Zach Robinson. He can't honestly open a playbook for a rookie in his 6th start. People need to understand this ain't microwave. This is oven. We're oven baking a team. You look at anybody that played, rookie that played in their first games, not everybody's going to be a CJ Stroud. And then guess what happened to him? He got hurt for doing too much. And then after that, his season, he had to wait till next year to play again. We're trying to preserve him. Okay. That's the devil's advocate about this. That's the devil's advocate about keeping Zach Robinson. Is you had Kirk Cousins, and it's like we're still trying to do Kirk Cousins stuff with Penix, but it's two different quarterbacks. We're still trying to. It's like we're doing stuff with Penix as if it's Kirk Cousins. If that makes sense. To y'all, Zach Robinson. There's nothing wrong with Zach Robinson in my eyes. Because if half of these people was to catch some of the catchable balls that they dropped, if Michael Penix would have not thrown or stopped throwing home run balls, pause that, stop throwing these heat seekers, he threw that ball to Hodge last year. Was it last year? Hodge, or was it in the, what was it? Was it in the preseason? No, he didn't play in the preseason. It was last year. Hodge caught that ball on the outside of the numbers. Snatched that thing. Yeah, toe touch. It was like, oh, man, this dude arm. Oh, my goodness. Yes. He's here. Finally. He wants to be that guy. But then when people scout him, they say, hey, we got 6 games scouted on this. 4 or 5 games scouted on him. You know what he don't do? He don't throw in the middle. Oh, they don't trust him. Same plays, different move, switch here, same running behind Warmer. They doing the same stuff. They predictable. We got them. Oh, they don't have any burners on their wide receivers. They don't have nobody that can go 50 yards and catch that bomb out there. Bring Blair. I'm really waiting for them to bring up Nick Nash. I'm just being 100%. I would rather see Blair and Nash in the lineup at this time. Mooney. If we're going to run the big man game, if we're going to run the 50-50 ball game, I would rather see Blair and I would rather see Nick Nash. Pause that. It was Raheem. I'll give Zach the first half of the Washington game to produce a better game plan. And at the time, we would still look like we have. I'll strip him of the play calling duties. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You think about even our defense. Our defense, people thought our defense failed us. Our defense didn't fail us. We're going up in the halftime 10-0. A touchdown and a tud and a field goal. Our offense didn't move. They moved. They had production, but didn't produce points. That's crazy work. That's crazy. Do I want Ryder call the plays? I want whoever's going to make this offensive better when it comes to calling plays, getting the personnel on the team, and then getting these guys to act like what type of players they are. You have 4. How they going to see it is you have 4 first-round picks. Well, wait. There's more. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix. 4, right? Blair ran at 4.47. Reason why he should already be out there. Zach said Blair doesn't fit what he's doing. The pistol? What do you mean? Put him in a slot. Slide him. You mean somebody that has a motor on him? Somebody that says, he said TJ Yates, you feel TJ Yates would be a better OC? I can see that. He said Nick Nash ran at 4.57. We're not looking for burners. Like I said, if you're gonna run, if you're not gonna worry about throwing the ball down the field, at least get bigger bodies to go up for the 50-50 balls. Go ahead and get in those red zone situations. I'm gonna be 100%. I would rather them run a no huddle offense like the Chargers used to do with Phillip Rivers. I would rather them do that. Like, blah, blah. I would rather them do that. I would rather them do that to give him less time to think about what he's saying and go out there and make a decision and live with it. My guy wants to be a passer. He wants to win. We want to win. We got a top 5 defense right now. Absolutely, we do. It was just him being poor and nobody holding this guy up. And he's still a rookie. 6 games in. This is his 6th game. They act like this man undid a whole year already. Now, if he's doing the same shit next year, then you can be like, hey man, what the hell, broski? He said we should though. I mean, I would rather give opportunity to the people that's gonna go out there and present themselves with that hunger than the guys going out there looking for calls and not getting it, throwing their hands up, hitting stuff on the sideline because they didn't get the call. People is hitting their hands, giving up on routes. We talked about this last year. People giving up on routes. Everybody not gonna be Julio Jones. We said that. This dude go 110% on every route, even when he's not getting the ball. But at the end of the day, if you going out there lackadaisical and he throwing it to you think you're doing this, you curve in when he expect you to curve out and not prepared. Being in a pistol take away the aspect of the run. I mean the surprise. Go under center. Play action. Absolutely play action. Play action gives you enough time to let your people get in position for you to find the soft spots in the zone. And also, if you're running the ball very effectively, it keeps the defense from, we don't know how, like Bijan gets, bro, like I said, having design plays when Algier and Bijan is on the field at the same time, motioning one of them out, and then having him come back in on some like toss play, like it's so much you can do. I think they're still treating, and this is the devil advocate in me. They're still treating Michael Penix like he's a rookie. That's what I'm saying. They can open up the playbook. Obviously, they can't. This is showing you why they can't. He's still a rookie, and they're playing like Juan said. They're playing like the therapist said. They're playing like they're trying not to make a mistake. 13 snaps under center, 12 of them were rushes because they're not they're not disguising nothing that they're doing. They're giving everybody the tape to say they don't throw up. They don't throw in the middle. They don't throw past the 10-yard, like 5 yards. They always doing screen plays. They run the pistol. They're going to give it to Bijan, which is going to cloud. Their old line ain't really holding up the protection. They're like, I don't mind us being the Denver Broncos when they had Von Miller. Absolutely. I don't mind us being the Denver Broncos. When the Denver Broncos went against Carolina, and I had some Falcon Knights, some of my Falcon Knights joining the Carolina bandwagon to say, "Oh, I just want the South to win." I would never represent another. I have to take a moment of silence. I would never represent anybody in the NFC South other than the red and black. Period. So I got my Peyton Manning orange, number 18 Peyton Manning jersey right over there. For people who know me personally, know orange is my favorite color with red. But I got my Peyton Manning jersey. I would never represent anybody else if my squad ain't going. But he said the hate is real, bro. I love my squad, bro. I'm with my team, bro. Real quick. Like it ain't even about no other team in the South. Absolutely not. Never go for somebody else in the South. Absolutely not. That means my team wasn't there. Receivers running 10 yards out, but lined up wide 1 yard off the sideline on the 3rd and 4th and longs. I don't know why. So when he spread the ball, it, like I said, there's a scheme when you got nothing but possession receivers. Absolutely, we have possession receivers. Believe that. Kyle Pitts, possession receiver. Drake London, definitely a possession receiver. Ray McCloud, definitely a possession receiver. Hodge, possession receivers. We have nothing but possession receivers. Let's be 100% about that. There's still a game plan that we can have a spread offense and still get and create mismatches. For some reason, they're looking at Penix like he's not, and they might even know this, like he's not ready. In whatever form, shape, or fashion, where they're not going to complicate things. Because my guy, maybe one of his weaknesses is reading a defense. Maybe one of his weaknesses is, there's only one Peyton Manning that can check something out, come to do this, see what they're doing, and then, maybe they're trying to give him one read, one option, do this. You can't be taking unnecessary hits. You can't be scrambling out without giving yourself up. It's just what it is. He said, right. That's why I say Zach Robinson got his playbook off Madden. It's like, there's nothing wrong with Zach Robinson. I'm going to be 100%. There's nothing wrong with him. It's the scheme doesn't work with our personnel. He's not maximizing what we have and incorporating his style of play. They're running a Shanahan-esque, Dairy Queen-esque. They're doing like, and even in Mike's them, like they said, they're still doing, what is it? Jerry, what is his name? Gray, who else? They're still doing stuff like he's here. They're still doing philosophies. It's like they're not taking the talent that we have and maximizing their efforts with what we have. If we're gonna be a running team, be a running team. If my guy would have still kicked those 2 field goals, right? He still would have kicked those 2 field goals. See, what happens is when you miss field goals, you give them a short field to go. Like, you give them a short field. We can't say it's because we don't have a kicker. Because like I said, when dude kicked 5 in a row, everybody was for him. Everybody was for him. Defense playing a blanket coverage, 1 down with 5 or 6 in the box, and then we audible into a run. Yeah, that's crazy work. We basically gave them the formula to beat us how we beat Minnesota. They're like, wait a minute, we put 6 in the box. He probably young. He don't know how to read defenses. We'll drop back in coverage the same way. Hey, defense, instead of doing what y'all was doing before, showing y'all dominance and putting y'all ears back, what we're going to do is let's play off the ball. ball. Let's play off the line. Let's not jam. Hey, guy, let's just let them run their routes and get an easy cut in. And then we're going after they catch the ball. That's when we want to try to punch it out like we them. Everybody is different. It's different competition and different goals and variables. Everybody ain't got a rookie quarterback back there. You're gonna have to be great, man. We look poor on every facet, special teams, defense. And it wasn't even our defense was that bad. It was just my guy threw a pick six. That deflates you. And it was right there, like boop. And it was like the run back. And then he threw another interception that could have been almost another pick six. It's like the only pre-snap adjustment I've seen Penix make are for the protection, not a play change. Because they're simplifying everything because they have to slow it down for him. They have to slow it down. That's because he is, ding, 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 a rookie in his sixth start. Somebody like a Kirk Cousins that's been in the game, they can probably, and this is not throwing smoke. This ain't slandering Penix. This ain't elevating Kirk Cousins either. This is just being somebody that knows football. Can we agree that the Lochness knows football? Okay. I know when you have a veteran in there, they know what they have seen over the years. What he said, Penix is special, bro. And he showed you how special he was when he was rattled and he couldn't get out of his own head. He showed you how special he is when he can't put touch on the ball and he's overthrowing people. When he's sending rockets. Timing. He has 2 seconds. He normally gets 1, 2. Bow. That's him. The people who's receiving, they have to get to a point where when they start making adjustments with how they 1, 2, and go for the ball. He said, yeah, I know, but football, like, say, Penn is one of the best quarterbacks talent-wise. You know, when have you ever heard of, like, when it comes to music, when they say it's not the most talented person, you know somebody that's better than somebody else, but it's somebody else that's, like, more successful? That's what it comes into mind when you say that. Talent doesn't always win experience. When you know when somebody say, hey, man, the lights are too great, like the lights are too bright, talent-wise, Penix has the unbelievable arm. Pause that. That don't sound right either. He can make the throws. You know, he was accurate. But it's just in-game adjustments, knowing how to read defenses. That's not what he's talented at. That's one of his weaknesses. People have scouted that. And you know what they do? They exploit that. Now, how we improve is we show him, hey, they doing this when they do this. That's when you get the, all 22 to film. So watch the all 22. He missed KP at least 5 times and 2 have been for TDs. My point. My guy was stinking up the field. He had a very bad game. Yes, he did. But it's not the end all. This ain't the end of the season. This is still the beginning. Right? So that's why I was like, they failed him. The one thing that Raheem did in that game was take him out. Let me explain. They took him out because he just looked like he wasn't mentally there. He wasn't mentally there, so they took him out. It's just what had to happen. It's no quarterback controversy. It's no, he's not our quarterback. It's more so like he was just mentally gone. Dude was on the sideline sitting by himself. Nobody was around, my G. You know who that looked like? When Ritter used to sit by himself. And Ritter didn't have a C on his chest. Guess who has a C on their chest? Penix. Correct me if I'm wrong. Establish the run game of vertical passing. They can't. The receiver's not getting open. You cannot make adjustments when there's only 5 seconds on the play clock. At that point in time, you need to, and then that has something to do with coaching. Getting to play. Like situational football, we talked about it last year. It's more the same. Situational football. Why are we still having problems getting a play out? I'm pretty sure on that little board thing they have is third down and short, third down and long, run play, pass play. Like you have, this is what they're giving us. Let's run this play. They've been doing this all day. This like they took out because they took him out because it was 8 minutes left in the game, down 4 possessions. They also took him out because he looked like he mentally wasn't there. You know how many people have been taking out games with less than 4 possessions? Bro, he wasn't coming back. He wasn't there, bro. That too. I mean, I ain't arguing that. Absolutely. Like you at this point, bro, put Kirk Cousins in, and then Kirk Cousins looking flat-footed like a motherfucker too. Like, what are we doing? Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro was on the sideline soaking like a little baby, bro. They let you know where he at. You can't be that guy talking that shit like, bro, we finna have the best offense out here in these streets, man. We finna lead in every category. Not saying he can't turn it around and still do that. You would say, he can turn around and still do that. In my Blackberry voice. He can still do that. It's just that he just had a bad game. He had a bad game. And not saying this is the word. I would rather him do a bad game now than this being the end of the season and we need this win and he has one of these. Absolutely not. Hopefully. Now, if he goes in this next game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the 28th of September, where the Lochness is going to be in attendance, and he goes up here and do this same thing, I would just say sit his ass down. I would say sit him down, or it just really depends on how we lose. Because when he put us in position, understand that, he put us in position to win the game against Tampa Bay. Who missed the kick. Not saying we could have won in overtime and won, but he did his job. With Minnesota, he didn't do his job. Penix, our defense did their jobs. Our offense couldn't get nothing popping. That was a sign right there that our red zone was trash. And then it just trickled down to this game when it's even worse. And then we had better production. We have better production and still didn't get nothing done. And that's not a stab at the offense. It's more so, well, yeah, it is about Penix play. He just had a bad game. He had a really bad game. If Kirk Cousins can give us a better chance of winning, put Kirk Cousins in. You think I'm gonna be mad that my team is winning and who's throwing the ball? If Kirk Cousins can light up this offense and get these people to, and Penix can see that and they can hold it. You remember when you used to see quarterbacks standing there together, like, hey man, he's saying, hey, what you did, you should have been doing. They I don't see that. There's something going on in our organization amongst people that they ain't talking about, but we can see it play out on the field. We can see it play out with the coaches. We can see it play out with the execution. We can go from being the most dominant showing of our defense have ever seen in years to looking like some straight puppies. We went from being Rottweilers and Dobermans to puppies. It was embarrassing. And it's even embarrassing to see your head coach smiling like everything is cool. What's happening, Lee 85? What's happening, my G? I would sit him because they're going to be looking for another another quarterback after Kurt Lee. I mean, if Kurt Lee, we just got to ride it out with Pittance. Be real with you, I just ride it out with him. I see him down, and I would ask him, and I go over what that whole game, and I go over with him what's going on. Because, like I said, now, if moving my guy out the booth and moving him down to the field, if that's going to increase the probability of us getting the play out and him getting the play call and him getting the necessary adjustments, look at this, don't forget this, make sure you do this. If that's going to help him be a better QB, whether he's standing in the pocket or making sure he extends the plays with a play action or some toss play or whatever the case may be, we just need to make it happen. I'm not ready to abandon him or abandon this team. Boys and poodles, big facts. Yeah. I'm not ready to abandon this team. It's just that they're not doing him any justice as a rookie. He looked like how Desmond Ridder looked. Broski, look at his game. He looked like how Desmond Ridder looked. It was just that they just ran a pistol so he can actually get the ball. Desmond Ridder, he was up under the fucking center, miss fumbling his snaps and flipping like, bro, this looks, and that has nothing to do with Penix. This is a coaching issue. There's something going on that hasn't hit it. YB, what he said, was it right here? YB smiled at 3. Hey man, I don't know, man, but congratulations to your squad. I see y'all got another win. Squeaked it off. I see you. Y'all got it. Hey, I see y'all 3-0. What it do? Fuck it. Ridicule missteps he makes. They're gonna ridicule it. They're gonna be like, "Why you shouldn't have paid him all this money. That's why you need Kirk Cousins." It's and they don't understand. He's still 6 games in. This is 6 games. Show me any quarterback. You name them. Let's do it right now. Name a quarterback. We finna look at their first 6 games. Name a quarterback. Let's go. Joe Montana. I do that. I started out. Joe Montana stats. Let's go to Joe Montana stats. Joe Montana stats. Let's do that. 1979. Joe Montana stats. First season, he had 13 completions, 23, 96 yards. He really didn't play that much. His second season, his completion percentage was 56. He only had 23. His second year, he had 1,700 yards. His third year, he had 3,000. His fourth year, he had 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. Give me a quarterback. Troy Aikman was trash his first year. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said, I don't care if both quarterbacks held hands and threw the ball together. We need wins. Absolutely. It's embarrassing that's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing to be to be outplaying the teams. Do you know how much time of possession, when you have time of possession, when you're taking the time away from the other team, stuff that we should be winning, like stuff that on paper, you'll be like, they won the game. We lost. That's why I asked, was this team built to win? He said Peyton Manning stats. Peyton Manning. He's one of the, let's look at Peyton Manning. I'm telling you, we just want a microwave. We want a microwave up, and we want him to be ready now. This is what I ask certain Falcons fans. I tell them, tell me Michael Vick stats. If he's so great, he was so electrifying. Tell me his stats. Was we winning with Michael Vick too? It just looked good. It just looked good. Everybody here run for like 70 yards. We were still losing. He said, we're built to get, Miss Funnell said, we're built to get by. See, they're different. Peyton Manning was different, though. Peyton Manning is Himothy. Peyton Manning first year, he had almost 4,000 yards. He had 26 touchdowns, 26 interceptions. Peyton Manning was different, bro. Peyton Manning was different, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah, Peyton Manning be different. Peyton Manning, that's why I got that orange Manning jersey right over there with my Falcons jerseys. Yeah, on the field jersey I got Peyton Manning, man. He was different. Old Tennessee Volunteer, man. I told him I'm a Tennessee Volunteer fan, so no disrespect to the Georgia, but it was just something orange, man. Orange is my vibe. But yeah, that is coaching. Because they're failing him. They're already showing signs that they're failing him by putting him in a situation where they're putting this team in situations where they mismanage play clocks, they mismanage situational football, they mismanage. You 3rd and 1. Take that time out. We could lose a timeout. Send Algier in, put Algier and Bijan and figure out which one you're going to. I can think of so many opportunities where the Carolina Panthers did exactly what every other team is going to start doing now. He's a rookie. They're gonna make Michael Penix Jr. either be great or show up like a rookie. He showed up like a rookie this last game. When he went against Minnesota, he said, I want a Checkers burger. This guy. Absolutely. We talked about Ike Hilliard. Y'all have any questions for me? But absolutely feel like we're failing our guy. But I'm gonna treat Michael Penix like we treat Kyle Pitts. They said Kyle Pitts was the GOAT. Well, the unicorn. My bad. He wasn't the GOAT. No disrespect to Tony Gonzalez or Rob Gronkowski, or Kelsey. But if he don't recognize his own greatness and relish and like, I'm a leader of this team, lead this offense. He showed you how it looks when he's confident in himself, in the first game against Tampa Bay, when he was running, stretching, doing whatever he had to do to get us that win. But we took an L. We missed a kick. We didn't go to overtime. Our defense, he got us we had 2 minutes. Only thing we had to do is hold Baker Mayfield them out for 2 minutes. That would have had everybody rallied, pumped up. And then you think about it. Then we go out there in Minnesota, we kill them like that. We 2-0. We going into Carolina. We feeling ourselves like, yeah. Confidence high. That Minnesota game should have told y'all. See, we was blinded. We were so into the defense, we didn't recognize that the offense didn't do shit. Offense didn't do shit. We kicked 5 field goals. Our offense didn't do nothing. That should have let you know then we in trouble. Field goals can't win a game, y'all. See, I got to do what everyone has been doing, bringing different looks from what's on film. Exactly. Bro, we made JJ McCarthy question himself, and he got hurt. If the Falcons lose this weekend, it's no excuse in playing a backup QB and no Terry. Playing a backup QB and no Terry. Bro, Carolina had several people out of their O-line gone. Carolina had the one quarterback that coughs it up more than the Baker Mayfield. Carolina just was prepared. They playing off is allowing a person to step back and just throw the ball. Any QB that's a professional with that much time. We don't have, and honestly, if my job as a wide receiver coach, if my job as an OC, I'm going to say that, I'm going to make sure the nucleus of my offense, which is the quarterback position, is mentally prepared. I put him on some headphones. Bow, put this in your ear. Listen to, We're the Best from Karate Kid or something, like whatever it is. What you got to, what I'm saying? Listen to Little Baby. I know how I feel. Little Baby, Little Dirt. You know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Something. Or some motivational stuff. Get you in the right head frame. Come up to him and be like, hey, bro, I need you to be great. I'm going to take you up under my wing. Them old school coaches. We don't have that. We don't need Cool back, bro. There's no going back from Cool. Like I said before, when dude hit five field goals in a row, nobody wasn't talking about nothing. We were talking about Cool was gone. I need the dirty birds back, not the pretty birds. The pretty birds. You know what I'm saying? He said he was holding. You seen Dumb and Dumber when that little boy had that little blind kid had that dead bird that Jim Carrey had gave him. He said, pretty bird. That thing was dead. That was us. That was us. Oh my goodness. They did. They had a game plan. They executed. We had a game plan that didn't work. And then when it didn't work, we didn't make the adjustments. Our defense kept the game in. We was in the game. Y'all don't understand that. We were still in the game. Our defense didn't let us down. The defense did their job. They got one tud, and then they got a field goal. They got a good kicker. Even if our kicker was to make those kicks like I mentioned before, and the game still played out how it played out, we still lose this game. 30-6. It ain't about the kicker to me. Our offense couldn't get to once we got to the 30-yard line, that was it. That's it. Our red zone offense, we started making moves when we started doing the hurry up. So it's like, you got to get that stuff in now. Maybe we need to go to a hurry up. Like I said, maybe we need to be Phillip Rivers out there. Maybe we need to be like how the Chargers used to be. They'll run a shotgun. Hey, we run a shotgun with one receiver right here. I mean, one running back right here. And we're going to be in shotgun all day. We either going to pass or we're going to throw it. Stop it. No huddle. No huddle. It was no huddle. And some people can stop it, some people can't. Said cool with the New York Giants now. Congratulations. I don't really. Congratulations, he has a job. So even if Koo was out there, he make them two kicks. He make them 2 kicks and then turn around when we need him to make a kick, he failed. We'll be in the same situation. It ain't really just about us kicking. It's about our offense getting productive. Getting production. We're not getting production on our offense. Our offense is lackluster. It has no energy, no explosiveness. Nobody is caring. They're lackadaisical. They're not running the routes. At the end of the day, they don't believe in the coaching staff. They don't believe in what the scheme that they put out. They don't believe in it. They don't. It showed you. It showed you week 1, we was on top. We was doing our shit. We was coming down there, everybody. We ended up losing. That deflated us. Check out what I said. Check out what I said. During the early beginnings of these shows we were doing before the season started, I said, I want to see how this team bounced back from a hard loss. When we lose, how this team bounced back. We lost at home. They came back, but our defense showed up. So our defense is here. Our defense is here. Our offense has so many. You think about that, and that's the sad thing about our offense, man. That's the sad thing about our offense is we have like full first round pick. You know, that's what they're gonna say. Y'all got 4 skilled positions at number 1 draft picks. You got a unicorn over there. You have a surefire WR1 with Drake London snatching it. You got Bijan Robinson. He's like arguably the best running back in the game. The most shifty, is evasive. And you got a Michael Penix. Arm talent. Took Washington. And you know what we don't have? It's better coaching. We don't. We signed a wide receiver today. You know what that means to me? Absolutely nothing, because we still running the same game plan. Because it's not about the talent. That's the whole purpose of my show. It's not about the talent. The coaching is failing our talent. Give a shout out to Ubry, because our defense is still holding on. It's going to look bad because you think about it. Once he threw that pick 6, that's when it was it was so deflating after that. After he threw the pick 6, we had 10-0 for quite some time. And I'm gonna be 100%, man. You think about how we looked when he was throwing the ball. I think he went 5 passes, 5 for 5. For some reason, somebody got in somebody's ear. I don't know, man. It's just we look like a shell of ourselves. And I'm trying to tell you, it was a game where there's something going on beyond these players. It's something going on. And you hear me saying it. It's something going on in that locker room, y'all. It's something being said. It's probably some beef they ain't dropped. It's probably some stuff going on, because these teams looked different. This team looked different. They didn't look like they was together. It could be the players too, when they just feel like whatever the scheme is not fitting what they trying to. They like, bro, because a player would be like, I'm gonna tell you what the therapist. I remember a therapist saying this. Was it a therapist or Mad Mike? They said, you remember when Pete Carroll. You remember when Pete Carroll had in the Super Bowl, instead of just taking beast mode, giving him the ball 1 yard line, and just let a dude called beast mode be beast mode. You do a slant and get it picked off, lose the Super Bowl. That's ego. It's egos going on in this coaching staff. It's egos going on in this team. Believe you me, it's something going on. We just signed Ben Sauls. He played University of Pittsburgh. They used the Steelers Stadium as their home stadium. Okay. So we just signed a kicker. I'm going to be 100%, man. Do y'all really feel like a kicker is saving this team? Me personally, I don't care. He said, I don't think it's egos. I think it's just incompetence as head coaches. As coaches, but they're just incompetent. He said, it's the incompetency. I mean, that's ego too, because you think about boneheadedness. Your ego gets in the way and makes you stupid. Boneheadedness. You know what I'm saying? Which is incompetency. Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's that boneheadedness that it creates a mindset. Well, I'm the head coach. This is what we're doing. I want him to be a passer. He's going to be like Kirk Cousins instead of being Michael Penix Jr. Instead of showing us what he did in our first game. We're going to take that away. Whoa, you can't be taking these hits. We can't have this guy playing like he wants to take the team and put it on his back. That's stupid. Michael Penix putting his team on his back and running and scrambling and throwing it, that's stupid. Let's not have him be that guy, because we don't want him to get hurt. Knock on wood. We don't want him to. We want him to be a pocket passer. Who is him? He's a pocket passer, y'all. He's a play action quarterback. You want to get the defense to think, I don't know if he's going to run. I don't know if he's going to pass. I don't know if he's going to toss it. That's play action under center. Boom. Come on, y'all, man. It's X's and O's, right? I'm still lost on how you can get a false start. I mean, a jump off sides and then get a holding call. I heard them call that same shit in another game. I forgot what game it was. If somebody jumps off sides, in our instance, you jump outside, the player's there, and you're trying to hold the dude from like, the player's dead. Shouldn't it be the first, the jump off sides it already? I don't know. That was just weird to me. Bro, absolutely. I honestly, it ain't about no kicker, bro. This team can't even move past the 30-yard line the last game against a poo-poo ass team in Carolina. Carolina, they even said it. Carolina don't put no fear in nobody's hearts. And for the most part, they said the two teams that never put fear in people's hearts was Carolina and Tampa Bay. They said Tampa Bay didn't become something until Tom Brady came down there. And then Baker Mayfield is holding them up. And they keep it and they galvanize it around their team. They're not making it hard. And Baker Mayfield, guess what, guys, is a veteran or an experienced quarterback. Michael Penix Jr. is not. 6 starts, guys. Remember, Baker Mayfield came from the Browns, and he was doing, he took over Money Manziel, right? Show me the money guy. So, and he left because they got Deshaun Watson. And he was just like, wow, that's a slap in my face, my guys. And he went over here to Tampa Bay. And I told you once, and I said it. I said, hey, if Baker Mayfield was a free agent, I would have picked up Baker Mayfield before I even got Kirk Cousins. I'm just be 100%. Because there's one thing about when a quarterback is willing to put his team on his back, Josh Allen, he'll put the team on his back. We've seen Michael Penix in our first home opener. He put the team on his back. And he got us to go ahead score. Our defense didn't hold up for 2 minutes. And the only thing we had to do was bring that heat. I'm not saying that field goals isn't relevant. I'm saying that we have more problems when we're red zone percentage is trash. The reason why dude had 5 kicks is because our red zone, us in the red zone on the offense is trash. Am I happy dude hit all 5 of his kicks? Absolutely. But the reason he had 5 kicks because we couldn't do nothing else. And once he mixed his 6th kick, everybody was ready to ostrich. Like they was like, see, we need Cool back. And then when Cool missed his kick, get rid of his ass. Like, what are we doing? Like, which one is it? Like, we can't have our cake and eat it, can we? We can't have our cake and eat it too. I'm just saying, man. Y'all have any questions for me? I don't took so much of y'all time, bro. We going into 2 hours on this show. I just wanted to talk to y'all. God damn, bro. This team, bro, it's hurting my feet. This team is hurting, bro. Them losses be hurting, bro. Falcons be falconing, bro. They be like, that's a thing, bro. They falconing again. This team, understand, y'all, we still have 14 weeks to go. We can still turn it can still be turned around. I honestly believe like we're not a team right now that's everybody's and I honestly believe, and this is what it is to me, that everybody's not bought in on what vision or the culture or whatever they got going on in this team. When we take a beat down like we take and you're smiling about it and then you're giving compliments to your players, he's an awesome player, and then you're giving him 13 carries, and then you got like a awesome 1-2 back power back Tatum like tandem like Algier Bijan, and Algier gets 1 carry and Bijan gets 13. Bro, get up out of here. He said Baker want to die on the field. He trying to get them wins, bro. I don't know if we gonna win Sunday, so I'm gonna have to see it and see it when I believe it. We're gonna win Sunday. I think we're gonna win Sunday. We're gonna have a better offensive showing. I don't think the issue is Zach Robinson in the booth and him on the field on the side. I think the issue is that we're kind of lackluster we're lackluster. Like we don't have any reason to be anything different because everybody got every one of our they already know what our formation is going to be and what we're going to do. The problem is if we give you the same look, be so effective that you can't stop it. Unfortunately, we aren't that. Unfortunately, they're not letting him pass. I wouldn't even say they're not allowing him to pass. The receivers aren't helping him either. Not even with miss drop balls. Pause that. Drop balls. Said drop balls. Drop balls. Pause. Because I was thinking about saying pause. Him throwing rockets when he needed a little touch. And that's all about experience. He has the talent. Is his experience. As he gets more experience, he's going to learn how to put touch on the ball. Ritter had the same problem. Ritter was overthrowing people. Mariota was overthrowing people, although he'd been in the game. Kirk Cousins was overthrowing people. It's all about timing, execution. It looks like it's an 8-year rebuild. Hey, my guy, it's something. And I'm gonna be 100%. It starts with the coaches, man. I just don't feel like our coaching staff is really the best coaching staff for the talent that we have. And when I look at the list of people, changes are coming. Changes are coming. The more this plays out, the more that when people are saying we're not going to have more than 7 wins again, it's crazy work when we had 8. Do I feel like we can be a 10-win team? Yes. Are we going to be a 10-win team? So that means we got 9 games. That means we're going to win 9 games out of the 14 left. I see that. I don't think this team is. Quinn had this game circled. Yeah, I mean, here's what it is. Maybe we have a Mark Jackson situation. Maybe. I think the adjustments that we're going to make is going to make sense. I don't think Ike Hilliard was somebody that was somebody to blame for what's the name. But since they talked about Raheem Morris having such an extensive coaching staff, like a large coaching staff, it's just like, let's cut some of that down. Maybe some of the responsibility, people need to have multiple responsibilities. It's too many hands in the pot. Does that make sense? That's what I mean by egos. It's just, I'm sure it's somebody, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Because if I'm not mistaken, Zach Robinson came over here from the Rams, and I think Raheem Morris came from the Rams too. They was all together. So Ulbrich, his the defense is still stout. They're still doing what they're doing. Yeah, I said it. Blaine. The unfortunately, it falls back on the quarterback because if he's putting the ball there, they don't catch it. At first, it's like, okay, I can't go to you, so I'll go over here to Mooney. Okay, he's not doing it. Okay, I go to Pitts. Okay, he's not doing it. It's like, so I got to do a check down And then it's like the defense is spying that. They're like, ain't nobody over here. Their confidence is shot. Kyle Pitts is nowhere. I honestly believe Kyle Pitts had one of his better showings on the first game because everybody else looked like dog shit. With the Tampa Bay game, everybody else looked like straight dog shit. And Kyle Pitts looked like the second coming of the unicorn. And then now after that, we don't see him. We ain't seen him since that first game. Inconsistent. He said these coaches gonna live and die by this game by beat. The bye week gonna make them. Absolutely. This is a game that stinks. It stinks so bad that it looked so terrible. It looked horrible. It's even horrible when you're going against a team like the Carolina Panthers that are trash just the same. And they look like they look like how we should have looked. I don't think we have receivers on our team that, and shout out to the defense. Our defense is, we put so much emphasis on our defense. Our offense, like these guys, they're just like, I'm just whatever. It's like it's a whatever. It's like whatever. We don't have a Mbuka that's feeling like, hey man, look, I'm gonna do a cut slant, and you just throw that thing up and I'm gonna get it. They don't have a neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They don't have, like a young. That's why I was saying, like, give Nick Nash an opportunity. Put him in the slot. Give him an opportunity. Man, give people opportunities, man. Because if these guys ain't cutting it, Ray, I don't know who. Ray look like, he don't look like Ray no. Like, I don't know if it's because people picking out these people on their fantasy football teams, and now it's like everybody that's normally doing something, they out of the game, they out for 3 weeks, they having the worst games of the year. Are they trying to make these prize picks or something? These prize picks? What they doing? What we doing, man? Is it by design? Come on now. This don't look right at all, y'all. I don't know, man. It don't look right to me. It don't look right at all. But I'm gonna leave y'all right there, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, chilling with your boy with the Lochness. I mean, man. Hopefully we get the win on the 20. Man, bro. We got this is our crucial. This is our crucial catch. Our crucial catch, and we're gonna be wearing pink and black. We're gonna be doing this for the say the boobies, say the tatas. That's what they know to say. Say the tatas. We're doing this for everybody that's going through cancer or anything like that. We're doing it for y'all next game. But I really need people to not give up on this team, man. Like I said, we got 14 weeks. This gonna have to be a hard fought win. This is gonna have to be a game. I don't want like a super dominant performance. I just need a win. That's it. This doesn't have to be, us kicking every field goal. Kyle Pitts, everybody getting. We just gonna have to get a win. We're gonna have to scratch and bite for this win. That's just what it is, and that's just where we at right now. I would rather have us have these claw, scratch and bite wins. This is you better win this game. I don't think this is you better win this game. I just think that a win is going to save a lot of people another week. Because if we have another embarrassing loss, and I kid you not, somebody's going to be gone. Absolutely. They have been disappointing. Now, if TJ Yates gets them guys rolling, somebody get in Michael Penix's ear, Zach Robinson on the side of the field, bringing him up, making it intimate, pause that. Like being in his ear, like sitting him down with the, you normally see people sit down, and I think that him bringing him down on the field does help, because then he got the little Surface Plus, the Microsoft Surface little thing. They can be like, hey, look, you see this, look at this, you see this, you know what I'm saying? So that does give him intimate interaction with him, so he can tell him, hey, let me lift you up, bro. Now we're not gonna have a worse game. That was the worst game. You can never go backwards from that. That is the worst game. The only way that can be even worse if we lose we drop another goose egg against a team that's worse, and then they have more points. He said, crazy, we were worried about Wilkinson on offense. It's literally everybody else. Bro, that's crazy work. Mad Mike in the building. What's happening? He said, Michael. He said, Michael. He said, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's crazy. Man, Wilkinson gonna be able to hold up that line. And it's like, everybody else looking suspect, bro. He said, being intimate. I said pause. Make it intimate. Like, getting that person, have a personal, like, hey, take it up. Pause that, but make it like, hey, bro, come over here, bro. Look at this. Hey, he go to the O-line, slap it. Hey, man, come on, O-line, boom, boom, boom. I don't know, man. It's just like those interactions that make it seem like you're an actual team, IG, goes a long way. For Shosky. But like I said, I'm about to end it, like I say, this is the Lochness. I am the Lochness from the Lochness podcast. If you haven't subbed to my channel on YouTube, please do at the Lochness podcast, and everything AFN, man, might air all them guys. Anybody that's doing Atlanta Falcons content, shout out to them, man. Get them the subs. Tell them the Lochness sent you. Understand that we here and we galvanize, and we trying to make this. We trying to hold on, man. Y'all just keep holding on, man. Don't give up on the team quite yet. Don't give up on the team quite yet, man. Like, literally, don't give up on the team. Show up for this team. On this Sunday coming up. He said, greatest steel cut, though. Yeah, man. How he doing in Chicago, man? But it's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. I really think there's something deeper going on with this team. We gonna hear it. It's gonna come out. Somebody gonna talk. Talk to Kirk Cousins. He'll tell all. He'll run tell that. Talk to Kirk Cousins. He'll slip on and say it in some type of interview. Ask him what's going on with the team. Oh, man, for sure. I'm going downstairs for a sandwich. Peace, my homie. All right, my G. All good, y'all. Let's show up for our team, man. Show up for everybody else that has a show this week. I think, my boy Blackberry has a show. I think Michael them have a show. Y'all got, man, y'all give me y'all shows. I'll shout y'all shows out on my show, man. No worries. But I appreciate for everybody. I had like 50 to 60, 66 people. I'm gonna have 70 people up in this chain. You know what I'm talking about? Representing the squad. They let you know that we moving numbers. We out here. We out here. We lit. We live. We out here because we got more people in the building, which is awesome. Awesome sauce is what they say. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. For those that's gonna come back for the replay, bro, it's like 2 hours, bro. That boy was on that tank for 2 hours, bro. That's crazy work. But like I said, don't give up on our team, man. I always support the red and black, man. Now if we lose this game, y'all bring y'all pitchforks, bro, and torches, bro. We gonna march to the Mercedes-Benz, bro. And we're gonna have to boycott Raheem, bro. Somebody gotta go up top. Like, it ain't gonna be I don't want Fontenot to go. Fontenot in here. It gotta be some coaching. Somebody gotta do something. I'm gonna be 100%. Raheem Morris smiling after a beatdown like this. I think he should go before Zach Robinson just to teach him a lesson. We can't have you smiling and upset. I would have been fine. Like, hey man, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want you to be like, well, yeah. I can go on this for all day. Let me get up out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. The Lochness out, man. Let's get it.